more as we move forward onto the second map of this ETF2L Season 19 Division 1 fixture. It's going to be Process. It's still week 1 here. We're sort of lagging behind slightly, but these guys are getting it done. And it's all on CPLAY here to try and save some face, Sideshow.
Yeah, if they can pick this map up, they will be 3-3. Both teams will have taken 3 points into the season in this week 1 fixture. But the pressure's going to be on them, and after the previous map slipped away out of their hands, I believe they were 3-1 in the lead at one point, or they might have been 3-2 in the lead, but and then TC just took the next 4 in a row and 5 in a row and destroyed them. So the momentum shift very evident in that game, and you have to wonder whether it'll carry on into this map and leave them in a bit of a disadvantage for coming and starting out afresh.
Yeah, I wonder what the difference could be here. Like, we need to see more from the CPLAY soldiers, really. I mean, like you say, feeling sort of putting up roamer stats there when he should be putting up pocket stats. Or maybe, as you say, perhaps playing the double roamer sort of style here. But they didn't seem to have as big an impact on the game as Kratos. Like, Kratos had a good read on a lot of the middles. Sometimes, like, maybe on one of the first ones, he just stepped below on the slope, killed off Luke. And, like, that sort of thing shuts down the aggression immediately. He seems to be slipping quite nicely into the role of soldier, considering he spent so much time playing Demo Man. At least within this team, he's managed to, you know, find his niche, and he's doing well. I'm looking forward to seeing more from him, but I want to see more from the CPLAY soldiers. I want to see Feeling step up and live up to the hype. This is a grudge match. It's Kratos versus Feeling. These guys both played for CPLAY last season, but I think they ended up having a sort of, you know, differing opinions. They've parted ways, and now they're here on 2 different teams, and right now Kratos is coming out on top. It's beautiful.
Yeah, he's going to be loving to rub that one in their face afterwards. Glad that he left, perhaps. But TC as well, a very new team in terms of some of the players that they've drafted in for this season. Ed playing for the first time at this kind of Division 1 level. Sparrowdrap has been around for a while, and it seems to be their newest addition on Demoman. We've seen Lippy as well, of course, playing for 425. He was their previous roamer, although I think he was actually backup and come down was the normal one. So a lot of familiar faces and some fresh faces on the scene as well, and it'll be interesting to see how they do over the rest of Division 1 as well.
Yeah, this season has turned out to be really interesting in terms of new talent, both in the Premiership and in Division 1. I think this is one of the most competitive Div 1s we've seen in a long time. Like, eShock were maybe the favourites to take it for a while there, but now they've been bumped up to Prem. It's going to be really interesting to watch the season progress. But Sideshow, we're going to the first mid here. Tell me what you see, buddy.
I am going to be watching Spud as he nails his rollout and arrives lightning fast to the midpoint, but doesn't want to go too aggressive because he knows that Lippy could be right on top of him. Lippy didn't do the fast rollout though, and now Spud going across, doing a lot of damage, securing the top ground for CPLAY as they jump both their soldiers up here, and now they're in such a better position. They've put a lot of damage onto the TC team, and now Spud will go spamming them in choke as well, and they've completely forced TC out. A great middle from CPLAY.
Yeah, there was such focus there from CPLAY, really bullying those soldiers out. Both of the Team Colonslash soldiers have managed to survive, but right now Turbo's getting pressured hard. He didn't even have charge to save himself there, so he was very lucky to be saved by his teammate. Well, you know, they carried the weight there. They did the job. They managed to eliminate the threat of Lippy, but with Turbo Monkey being weak, you know, he doesn't feel like he wants to come through all the potential spam there from TC. He's going to back out, let that regen kick in, and the fact that they're 2 players down, always a good idea to wait for the man situation to even out. But look, they're coming in from behind. Nobody's looking in Reese up here. Greatdorf is right on top of Spud. Why did he not kill him there? He managed just to put my 3 rockets,
caught them
doesn't get the Demo Man frag.
Caught them completely with the pants down.
How did they not get any frags?
The Uber exchange going in and just nothing happening. They've managed to take it all the way really into Spire as well. And now Dog jumping in managed to pick up the frag onto Sparrowdrap. So he's going to equalize this out slightly, but it's up to Spud here to try and defend him and his medic. Turbo Monkey has no faith, but he should have stuck with him because there's no way if Spud dies there he's going to be able to get out. He should have just pumped the heals into Spud and hoped for a miracle.
That was absolutely bizarre, but TC did manage to make it work with that Surprise attack from the flank there. They take control of middle now and they denied Spud and Turbo's spawn, so no heals here for CPLAY. TC can read that from the scoreboard and they're already trying to move forward a little bit here. They're not really committing to it though. Ramagan, Lippy gonna work their way through PC as the Lash and Ed are taking a look around the sewer side here. They've allowed CPLAY enough time to set up though. The respawns have come in and they haven't taken advantage of that. It seems like they want to make the Uber play here. They're going to wait for that full charge. They're at 95% right now. And DOB's going to spot them out here. He's spamming, he's walking back, he's calling for Spud to put down the damage. And now TC are going to rotate here to the lower side. They don't want to go through all those stickies. They will get popped off here though. Kratos gets Evag down to 26 but can't finish the frag, and in fact it's TC who loses the players through this Uber. The Lash has gone down. Luke eventually goes down, but now TC are just about holding on here. CPLAY really could have repushed their side track. That was not a good Uber from them, but they've decided to wait. They're going to wait for their Uber charge as well and wait for Luke to respawn. And right now they've got a 40% advantage, but this isn't an easy push to make, man.
No, I don't think they're going to push either. From what I've seen of CPLAY, they're not fans of really pushing with these small advantages out of last, but actually I've been proven a fool, as Feeling and Spud are going to be leading this Uber charge through the bottom, and now the Uber gets popped off. Feeling jumping really far ahead, getting a lot of damage onto Kratos, and surely they're going to pick up the frag onto Lippy as well, who's juggling miles in the air. Rockets flying everywhere, determined to get the air shot, but Lippy doing a good job there of allowing the rest of his team to get out by distracting them, just jumping very high in the air and waiting for the air shot attempts. Thalash is actually running sniper as well. He's sitting back there watching the choke point and picks up the frag onto the medic of Turbo Monkey. Manages to get out with his life as well. No, he doesn't. He's chased down by Ethug. And CPLAY now going incredibly aggressive, trying to get the Uber Force out of Ramagan. They do manage it. Only Spud is going to be left alive to escape in the aftermath.
Ramagan balls of steel there, popped off on 6.
Spud isn't gonna. Sorry to interrupt. Spud isn't gonna make it out. He jumped too high in the air. And Kratos, oh bless him.
Such a talent, man. He burned too bright. He flew too high. He's come crashing down to earth there like Icarus, and now
Icarus Spud.
DOB's taking a peek there from Rollout, trying to get a feel for where his opposition are, and. It's an uber disadvantage here for CPLAY, but they're trying to force the issue. They're taking a peek around there, seeing if they can catch anybody out, but TC are going to regroup around top PC. They've got Ed off-classing from Scout to Heavy here, so that's going to be the ace up their sleeve. Not only do they have this uber advantage, they're going to have this option to repush with that Heavy. Now they're going to lead with Kratos and Sparadry here, and the position of CPLAY is really dangerous, and their medic has been totally clouded. Turbo Monkey too far forward there, considering the state of the Ubers. He's going to go down, and this will just be a slow grind as they try and clean up the rest of these players and use their heal advantage. They're not rushing towards the point, they're just trying to get the frags, but that heavy weapons guy from Ed has been picked off by Feeling and Luke there with the pincer move, but just Spud respawn and he could clutch. He's putting stickies on the point, but they've just capped it in the nick of time, and that will be 1-0 to TC there. But CPLAY really not respecting the uber advantage of TC there.
No, and you can often find CPLAY in these really far too aggressive positioning, far too aggressive positions when they have an uber disadvantage. It's one of their major flaws. Oh, Lippy going for a really interesting rollout into the enemy sewers and is now going to be flanking them. They know that he's behind, but it's drawn so many eyes, and now comes back out to engage Feeling. But CPLAY just pushing ahead, kind of ignoring him, just leaving Feeling behind actually to deal with him. And TC have taken so much damage. Ramagan's actually gone down in the middle of that as well, so the heal advantage is in favour of CPLAY. Thalash is going to pick up a frag, but surely going to get chased down. They're not going to allow him to do anything. No, he does go down, and this is leaving TC in a very bad position to be holding last.
Yeah, CPLAY with the vision there, just having the sort of clarity of thought to ignore that player behind, go forward and take the fight. They did a lot of damage to TC. They were lucky to get out with so many players still alive, but they forfeited 2 points off the back of that. Ramagan went down all importantly though, and he is back up with a 60% uber disadvantage. It's slowly slipping away, but CPLAY have plenty of time to figure out how they want to push. They are pushed into a sniper from Thalash and a heavy weapons guy up top from Kratos, and there's the headshot. Feeling gonna feel that one in the morning, and now Turbo's not too sure what to do without his pocket collar. DOB's taking a peek on the right here, and they're just going to wimp out. They're not confident at all. If they could only see what we see right now, that they have that huge uber advantage, they're going to back off here. Feeling is going to off-class to Heavy, and Ethug has went and changed at the spawn as well. The door was held open, he's gone sniper. So they're going to counter some off classes with some off classes. This is TF2, baby. There's a spy as well. Lippy's coming in behind. On the spot, but gets spotted out there. DOB getting the frag, but Sideshow now. The tactical play begins.
Yeah, so many off classes coming out there from TC, and it can be disadvantageous to have too many of them. They're running a true Highlander setup right now, and Feeling just inching out. They have destroyed the sentry gun. And now, oh, Feeling's got in so far with this. And Ethan managing to pick up the sniper v sniper. Turbo unfortunately drops the heavy off Feeling, and that's going to put him in a bad position as he gets chased down by Kratos. But on the other end, CPLAY picking up so many frags and destroying them to draw this level at 1-all. Ethan doing well actually on sniper in that push.
Yeah, CPLAY giving them a taste of their own medicine there. I think maybe a little bit of overconfidence for Team Colonslash in their defensive setup, but they got picked apart. And now we're going to go to the 3rd minute. 1-1 Spardra hits a pretty decent roll out there. He's faster than Spud. Spud knows it, but he's got Dobbin quite fast. He's just waiting for his moment to pounce, and they're just setting up the middle here. The pieces are in position. The dominoes are about to fall. Sideshow, who's going to make the first play forward? He's getting wrecked by the scout in the air, but he's managed to survive. DOB, in fact, his first blood, as it turns into a 4-on-4, but the position up top is being contested by TC's Ed. He manages to wreck Feeling, and now he's opened it up for his team. CPLAY have to respect that high ground advantage. They back out. TC get more and more frags, and they're going to chase here. They're looking for that medic pick onto Turbo. He's down to 57. They're peppering him from long range. He will survive, but Lippy's
flanking. Lippy's flanking through rollout, and he's going to squeeze Turbo Monkey. Turbo has been forced in that lower right hand area, and he's not going to be able to get the force out of Ramagan. Surely, no, Spud bombing in really aggressively. Oh, that was very close there, and he does get the Uber charge out from Ramagan. So that was great play by Spud, but he's going to give his life for it. No, he managed to get out. Great play there by the CPLAY demo man to force that Uber, and now they can recontest fire with these extra heals that they have, as the tail end of the Uber from Ramagan really doesn't get much done. Only manages to pick up both the soldiers, but with a frag onto Thalash as well. Oh, nice from Spud. Does manage to pick the demo man and gets a little bit more damage out, but doesn't quite value his own life enough. I think he could have done more work for his team had he stayed alive.
They really should have continued there, because like up until the point that TC actually capped the Spire, they're horribly out of position in terms of their spawns. You know, they're spawning away back on 2.
Yeah.
And like Spud unintentionally got lunged forward on a sticky there, but managed to kill off the enemy demo man, and like that was another opportunity.
Did he ride a projectile up there? I thought he aggressively jumped in. I was wondering what he was doing.
Up there.
Oh wow, well that's great play by Spud then to make the most of that, to pick off the enemy demo and equalize it.
Oh, they're going to have a sniper here from Thalash, and he's pretty prolific, but he is being counter-sniped right now by Headhunter, and he's going to get a shot in the shin right there, but it was non-fatal. It's just a flesh wound, Sideshow, and both snipers know about each other right now.
He's going to hop his way in and try and contest the team again, dropping down to that low ground where he knows that Luke's hiding. A bit of damage to Luke, and he's going to back off as well to get buffed up. No, he's not. He's just peeking another angle. The top now of lobby. Oh, this is the part where it gets slow. But oh, if Luke had just extended there, you can see Thalash. He can see him surely. Oh, Ed comes in just at the vital moment to scare Luke away, as Luke was just about to scope in onto a sitting duck of Thalash. Oh, Feeling actually going aggressive and taking out the sniper. I think that's a good trade actually. I would always stack my roamer in to get rid of the aggressive sniper, because the aggressive sniper can just... it's such a dice roll for the offensive team.
Yeah, there's plenty of options here for CPLAY. I mean, equally, they could have just come in it with Feeling in the Uber there and like forced the multi. The sniper's so ineffective if you can just close down the distance. He has to hit some miracle shots there. But look at Spardra, he's putting up a little sticky trap there bottom right, so if anybody peeks there, looking at that roller door, they're going to die. I'm just looking at Turbo and hoping he doesn't take a misstep in there. There's also the sniper off the lash, so this is the nice bait play here. They're going to show the sniper, somebody's going to try and peek to deny him, and if Spardra's quick enough on the depth, that could be a pick. Spud sees it. He's not sure about the stickies though. He's cagey here. He senses something is up. And Thalash is continuing to cover the ground here. He's trying to work the angle. He's coming all up in. Meanwhile, TC are trying to peek forward there. Or sorry, CPLAY, but Kratos and the Feeling trading there. But Thalash is Very close. He gets the headshot onto Spud, and Turbo's all alone here. Turbo's got nobody to heal. Feeling his pocket is dead. Spud is dead, and there's a sniper there. What can he do? He's gonna surf the body shot. He's on 100 health. Pops off the charge. And Luke is saving the day with a headshot onto Ed. Both Ubers have been treated. The spawns will be coming in for Spud in 5 seconds. It's all on Feeling to try and get onto the point there. Sorry, that was heavy open sky by E-Thug, but they can't do it in time. TC somehow managed to make that work. And Turbo Monkey's like, guys, what was going on there? He had nobody to heal and he was just so screwed.
Yeah, that was really poor play by CPLAY. When they realised that that play was going on, and Spud definitely realised what was happening. He knew that the sniper was there, and he knew that he was being guarded by stickies. They should have abused the fact that Sparrowdrap was not holding any of the other exits and tried to push around and flank them. And now, as we go into our fourth middle, TC have the lead again, 2-1. Alash going aggressively, but does get shut down for the first pick, but Spud getting a triple kill with a single pipe. He just launches it in the middle of them and picks up Lippy, Ed and Ramagan to absolutely destroy TC. He has some well-placed spam, that guy.
See you on YouTube, Sideshow. That is
Yeah,
movie
what
material
a
right
miracle
there.
pipe. Destroys TC, and he's going to be pushing forward to try and get a few cheeky stickies on the spawn door as well. But he's going to meet Thalash, who's going to be sniping. He'll have to make sure that Turbo doesn't get his head ripped off by Thalash's sniper rifle, and they're going to be using their Ubercharge surely onto this last point. And this is such a good opportunity for CPLAY to come back into this and draw it level at 2-2. They're getting the frags left, right and centre. It's a 5v3 situation. Only the TC scouts really posing a problem. They do manage to pick up Spud, but both the soldiers from CPLAY are just running onto that point and capping it off. And a great mid, probably Spud carrying them a little on that round. Maybe a little lucky, you could say, but a nice play, I think.
Yeah, Turbo Monkey managed to stay alive throughout as well, and his heal's proven vital at the end of that Uber exchange. We're on to another mid-fight here. It is number 5 in this 2-2 game. DOB is quite fast. He's trying to put a little bit of pressure onto Sparrowdrap, but no damage done so far in this middle. They're setting up, and now both CPLAY soldiers jump up top and take the same damage. This could be good for TC. They're quite weak themselves. DOB's gone down now on the CPLAY side. It's 5-on-5 here as the red team take control of the high ground. The lash raining down buckshot finishes off Spud. But
Turbo managed to pick Ramagan with a crossbow across the entirety of mid. He hit him for 70 damage and picks him when he was on like half health. That was ridiculous from Turbo. Wow, that was just like, I don't know, he must have just felt in his bones that it was the right time to take out a crossbow and try that. And he will be screaming in Mumble, I'm sure, because he never shuts up about stuff like that once he pulls it off. My goodness, what a play to give his team a full Uber advantage pushing into this midpoint. And CPLAY in the driving seat again off the back of a crazy individual play.
And Team Colonslash playing around their own PC. They're unable to really do much with the combo. They managed to keep everyone alive, but they've sold the lash down the river. He is dead, and they haven't even managed to pop off that charge yet. Already Feeling and Turbo trying to flank through sewer here. They're going to come straight forward across green. They're looking for more frags. Feeling's in deep. He's got Flippy down to 80. There's nothing he can do there. Sparrowdrap finds himself in the face of an Ubered Spud, but Ramagan's got his own charge up right now, but somehow Spud finds the frag onto Kratos, DOB onto Ed, whilst Luke cleans up the lash just behind there. He's just respawned though, and right now TC are up against it. D-player continuing to try and come in from rollout. Spud is super weak, but his soldier DOB is going to make the space. Sparrowdrap on 2 health there in the corner. They're trying to focus him down. They do get that Devilman pick. They're throwing bodies onto the point as well. Spud's in a reload here, but DOB's continuing to spam rockets on the point, chipping away here. Ramagan's still alive, but he can't heal anybody right now. He's the last man alive, and he's not going to be able to do anything as CPLAY come up with the 3rd round. It's 3-2 here.
Great. That was great from CPLAY. I really liked that. Turbo accidentally jumped onto a sticky trap from Sparrowdrap and died. And then CPLAY just realised that they really had to go aggressive. They had an opportunity where they could go in and push less, even with that heal disadvantage, and they made it work so well. They just continued going in and in and in, and got the frags and secured the round. Great play by CPLAY. And I'm going to be watching. I don't know who to watch. I wasn't expecting a big play from Turbo last time on the mid-fight, so I'm expecting big plays from somebody, though. The frags are going either way at the moment. It's a 5v4 situation in favour of TC. TC team weak. Spud there with a little buff, able to keep pumping out that damage, and the scouts picking up on the damage that he's done and converting them into frags. It's only Ed and Thalash left alive, both of the scouts from TC, and then he's just going to be pocketing his medic out of there. No, he's not. Ramagan forced, and we're going to have a little Uber exchange, but Ramagan's going to use the opportunity to bail out of mid. Ed might well get stuck here. Oh, goodness me. Gets mid-air air-stickied and rides it away to safety. But CPLAY coming out the better end of that.
That was a really solid mid from CPLAY, particularly the sort of interplay between Feeling and Spud. Like, they really worked that left side crate, with Feeling going up top, acting as the bait. Both soldiers from TC jumped up, and Spud absolutely destroyed them, but they both managed to survive. It would have been like a much more one-sided middle if DOB hadn't jumped in and died right at that moment, but like, that's just how you pick them apart on process mids, and they did that with aplomb. Now they're going to continue here, but the headshot from the Lash is going to catch Feeling out. Meanwhile, the sticky trap from Spardra kills off E-Thug. Back here, their decision has been made for them. They're at a slight disadvantage. TC might be aware of this. They're at least going to push up the man advantage anyway, but DOB with that high ground is able to put down a few rockets, but he gets launched back himself. He's going to crater there. Credit goes to Kratos, but it seems like CPLAY aren't too confident here. They're in the lead by a round. They're going to back off and let TC push against their Uber charge and buy time for DOB to respawn here, Sideshow. Yeah,
and they've got E-Thug as well to try and slow down the game on Sniper. And as the Uber charges are contested and fought out at choke, it seems like neither team really getting the better end of it. No damage going either way. And CPLAY content just to sit there and hold that choke point and wait for E-Thug to get some kind of pick or damage that they can then push in on. I think it would be foolish for CPLAY to push in this instance, and there comes the headshot from E-Thug, and that's going to instigate the aggression from CPLAY surely, as Feeling jumps in to make some room for Spud to get the damage out. Nice play here, and Luke actually picking up a frag on the flank as well. Oh, but Lippy just walking in and getting a pick onto Spud, but that's not going to really help them. Oh, Ramagan, please.
DOB, man.
Yeah, DOB with a nice little flank, but Ramagan really didn't get out there in enough time, and this is going to be terrible for TC, trying to hold onto this with only 3 players alive. Thalash on the sniper is going to be going back to switch, so is Ed, and the spawns might have come in time here. Of course, no heals though, so they're still going to find this incredibly difficult, and CPLAY do manage to pick up the round and make it 4-2 off the back of a really nice headshot, and then rolling all the way to last.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, Thalash is running sniper to mid.
Oh, I like this. Immunity strats here. It's going to be maybe a slightly more passive middle. Spardrop's playing on the right hand side. He's got a little bit of protection here. He can just try and control that choke there. Lippy's jumping up onto the half roof there. They're faking like it's a normal middle, but now the shot rings out. They know that there's a sniper on the field here. How will CPLAY react to this? The Lash is going to get pressured hard as DOB jumps in and neutralizes the sniper threat, and Lippy was trying to do some work there from the right hand side. He's going to get shut down as well, but Ed does kill off DOB. The man advantage is in favour of CPLAY. They're just about to cap the point though. They're really not too enthused about chasing hard here, but Spardra gets caught by E-Thug. I'm not entirely sure where he died at, but losing the demo right there, this could be curtains for this point at least. They're storming ahead here. Look onto Kratos. The Lash still playing sniper though. Will dome Headhunter there from the lobby, but I mean, really, did TC need to lose that point as well?
No, I don't think they did, and now TC going to find this difficult to hold the last point perhaps, as they are one down. They've got a better Uber out of this, and CPLAY commit to it. This is going to be terrible for Turbo and Feeling. They weren't able to get out, and TC now are going to have the much better end of this as they pick up everybody from CPLAY. Only Luke left alive, and he is hiding. He's waiting for the back cap. He's on the top of the boiler, and nobody's spotted him. Only Kratos is on last. Lippy's got spawn as well though, so if he goes now he's going to be facing 2 soldiers. If he waits for Lippy to disappear, which he has done, and then gets onto Kratos, he's hit some nice shots on him. He is on the last point and he's going to be able to backcap it. Is he? Is it pause? A pause! A pause when the cap's up like that. Are you shitting me?
Oh,
I think he's going to get it. But he's 1 HP, he's literally 1 HP. Could they pause at a more ridiculous moment?
Look, the roller door is like halfway open. All they have to do is pop a shot. I think he's going to die, mate. I'm pretty sure he's going to die.
I don't think I've paused. I think I've lagged out.
No, it's definitely a pause. Or no, maybe the
No,
STV
I have a
is
connection
crashed.
to the server.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
And retry
going on
to the
here?
STV at least. Dun dun dun. Da, 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 da.
What happened, Admirable? Yeah, I'm back in now. How did we both timed out at the same point then?
Oh, that was weird. We got dropped from STV, I guess. Bizarre. But
and what happened? I can't remember what the scoreline was. It was still 14.
yeah, they capped.
He didn't cap it.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh my god, he didn't get the back cap. That's crazy. I thought that was a definite thing. He was on that. That was such a nice play from Lou.
So wait, now they lost 2 points off the back of that failed back cap attempt.
Yeah, went all the way back to their own spire. And now they've just won a... That is so confusing. Wow, what a time for us to get dropped from the server, Admirable.
And I think it must have happened to Sim as well. Maybe everybody that was in STV got dropped, but we are back on the STV now. And it was an anticlimax anyway. We think it didn't happen. I think we got the scores right, but the action continues here. Look at CPLAY coming in with their big Uber advantage. They got 100% to 40, and now they popped off on Spud. But Feeling's first jump is a straight up pencil jump. He peeks on the roller and the lash domes him at close range. And now Lippy is trying to contest the point at the same time. Turbo Monkey's going to get bomb rushed his head, and Kratos just come through from that lobby side. And TC, they're feeling the momentum here. They have the red mist has descended, man. They're going ham. All 6 of them survive that despite being in the Uber disadvantage. No frags come in from CPLAY. Absolutely disastrous. Spud and Feeling going to respawn, but they might as well just stand there with their heads in their hands. Sideshow.
Yeah, that was really terrible play from CPLAY and a very nice defense as well from TC. Thalash picking up 2 frags, one of them quite vital onto the Roma to keep himself alive. And TC look like they want to be moving their combo in through the PC with this huge advantage that they have. They're not going to wait for any kind of pick from Thalash, as they shouldn't. And Kratos is going to be leading this one forwards. Turbo again out of position, too far forwards with an Uber disadvantage, not respecting TC at all, and it's going to go badly for them as TC pick up 2 frags onto the combo of CPLAY, and are now going to be pushing last with heal advantage as well. A defensive sniper coming out from Ethug, but I don't know whether it'll be enough.
Yeah, heartbreaking for CPLAY here. Not only do they make a hand-fisted attempt at that push themselves, but then they have to watch a well-executed one from their opponents. They're continuing to push on to last year. Ramagan juking back towards the lash, but he's got plenty of players to heal here. Turbo's going to whip out the Uber Saw to save some face. He does kill off Kratos, but really bad play from CPLAY around that Uber push on 2, getting pushed all the way back to last. A little bit of a heartbreaker there. And as such, Turbo Monkey, he's getting tilty. He's going Kritzkrieg, baby.
That was absolutely ridiculous, yeah, and now he's on Kritzkrieg, so we're going to be seeing maybe a passive mid coming out from CPLAY this time. Spud's trying his best to stay alive. The heals are on him at the moment. He's got full overheal, but he's so far in. He's really overextended, but he's making it work. He's hitting things left, right, and centre, and TC absolutely crumbling. I thought they'd definitely pick up Spud there, but the rest of CPLAY just managing to come in, and Ramagan will get picked up by Feeling as well for a full wipe, and CPLAY have lost no players there with 5 minutes left, and it's still such a big game. All of these rounds are going to matter. The crits is coming in already. They're going to crit onto the spawners. They've got 4 spawners now, and they're just going to be so scared to come out of the spawn because the crits has been popped, and CPLAY picking up that round easily.
Yeah, really nothing they could do there. I was sort of questioning Ramagan's decision not to kill himself immediately. Got a real long spawn, but even if he had spawned with everybody else there, was nothing they could do coming out against crit stickies on their spawn doors there. It's just real difficult to deal with, and Turbo Monkey's going to stick with that Kritzkrieg. He's trying to create some momentum for his team here, and it just might work to extend their lead. They're a 2-round advantage here onto the 9th middle, and they're playing around up top. They're setting up the push here. Spud's trying to contest the point as well against all those players on the floor from TC, but a late bomb in from Lippy from the right seems to be winning back the high ground here. CPLAY are looking unconfident, but they just managed to kill a Spar Drive, the Demo Man addition here to the TC roster, but still they're not happy with their position, their health, and CPLAY are backing out, and despite losing their Demo Man, Team Colonslash have taken control of middle, and that's exactly what they need to do with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left of the
Got the
clock.
crits!
Here comes the crits! Oh, Ramagan just about jukes into the PC there. He's met up with Lippy. He's got the Uber charge as well. He's trying to encourage his Ukrainian roamer to join him on the midpoint as they're looking to clean up all these blue frags. All these players that have overcommitted. Spud is behind. They don't realise he's there.
Oh yeah, they do. Sparrow Drab getting a sticky onto him, and Spud does go down. I thought he might have been able to escape there, but not quite, as they overextended with that Kritzkrieg. I realised why they were a little bit passive on mid as soon as that crits rang out, but now with no Demo Man, CPLAY with no demo man, CPLAY are going to find it difficult to contest this Spire, and they're not even going to bother. Just waiting now for the spawn from Spud, trying to build a sentry as well, and TC are going to be able to push this forward. It looks like Turbo's running crits again. Is he? Yes, he's running defensive crits this time, just so that he has it up at the same time as the Uber charge. So actually, if he builds really quickly, they might have it a little bit before, but their positioning is such that they're just going to allow the Uber to come in and hopefully have the crit streak for as soon as the Uber fades. An interesting play, and now the Uber comes out from TC. They're jumping up into Panic Room, trying to get onto Turbo, and of course he can't pop off the crit screen to defend himself, does go down instantly, so no heals for CPLAY. They also pick up a frag onto Dob, now feeling going down as well, so only the scouts and the demo man left alive, and Luke getting destroyed, the rest of CPLAY getting molested as well, and bringing it back to a very close 5-4 with only 2.5 minutes remaining.
I don't know why they didn't just play around the sentry there, man. If they just sort of played to the left and let the sentry do the work, but they sort of allowed them to come up and get that pick onto Turbo. The crits didn't even matter, and now TC are in this, man. They can take all 6 points here if they can take 2 rounds in the next 2 minutes, but they could at least take it to a golden cap if they can just get that 1 round. 2 minutes on the clock here as Feeling jumps up top to try and contest the Lash, the scout, but the Lash backs off and Kratos counter jumps. And Feeling now contesting again the high ground, but DOB jumping in for the distraction, but nobody's able to really there to follow up, although the Lash kills him off. Ed goes down on the point, Libby's gone down as well, but CPLAY find themselves 1 man down here and horribly committed to this. Turbo needs his scouts to go huge here, he's only healing Aethog though, but Luke is doing work there, kills off the demo man of Spyrodrat. Now it's Uber versus Uber, Scout and Medic versus Scout and Medic on the point. And oh, the last kill
Ramagan drops him. Goodness me. Shouting at Turbo there off the microphone for just being on 70 health and jumping over the top of a health kit and not taking it. when he's got Uber and trying so hard not to pop it before the enemy medic, and he jumps over the top of a full health kit. Like I don't know what was going through his head, but they do manage to take it as Thalash got dropped by Ramagan, so poor play from him, and he had to pop off his Uber to get out of there. So CPLAY with now a big Uber advantage, but TC are going to be forced to push because there's only 50 seconds remaining. They have to go now if they want to make this 5-all. They're flooding in through the choke point. Flanks already in. Lippy does get the force out of Turbo, and now Ramagan and Spyrodrat are going to want to push in through PC as soon as this Uber fades, but Feeling's got their number. But the scouts for TC going huge, picking up 3 kills between them, and it's now a 4v3 situation, and TC could still do this. Oh, Spyrodrat as well, getting the pocket of CPLAY.
They have to believe right now. They're going forward, 20 seconds left on the clock, and this huge Uber advantage. They need to be pushing last already. They know that it's all on Spyrodrat and Ramagan to come in here and do big damage with this Uber charge. They've got the Lash in too as they've managed to walk in. They've just popped off now. 8 seconds. They need to kill all these players and start capping. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're not going to be able to do it. There's no overtime in 5 CP. They cannot get it. And just enough bodies on the point there from CPLAY to ensure that they take all 3 points here in this second map, meaning the fixture overall is going to be a draw. But what an intense finish there, Sideshow.
So many cliffhangers in this game, so many incredible plays as well. It was really entertaining, even if it's only Div 1 Admirable. But yeah, that was a great game and a very tense finish. It was so close. It could have gone the way of TC. They could have taken all 6 points, and then they let that opportunity just slip through their fingers. And then they could have definitely taken it to a golden cap and just missed it by an absolute whisker. But they are going to walk away with this from the 3 points that they got from Badlands. And both of these teams, CPLAY and TC, gonna be heading into Season 19, powered by TT Esports, with 3 points in their back pocket.
Yeah, looking at the logs right now, again, Spud with the massive damage, 445 damage per minute, 13k across 30 minutes there. And significantly out-damaged in Spyrodrat this time. He was down on 324, pretty decent, like, but wow, big damage coming out. In all situations there from Spud, and managing to give his team the edge. Look as well, the fact that they had 7 mid wins to 3, and yet the game ended up so close, really close, and exactly even in terms of frags as well. But a slight damage edge there, equal in terms of Ubers. 1 extra drop though for TC. Really intense game, but I think CPLAY made it almost hard for themselves. But Spud, what a talent, man!
Yeah, definitely an upcoming talent and a lot of potential to go huge over the next coming seasons. And I'll be keeping my eye on him as we if we manage to cast any Div 1 games as well, and we'll definitely be specking a few as well, just for my own entertainment and interest. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of these guys moving up the ranks, so to speak, in the future, and they definitely have the potential to go huge. But yeah, the log's looking very interesting. Bud having an absolute monster of a game, and I am going to grab some players for an interview, if that's all right, Admirable. I've already managed to acquire eThug, and I'm going to see if I can grab some of these TC guys as well.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the logs here. I mean, again, I said last map about Ramagan out healing Turbo Monkey, like just in those basic heal stats. Again, he's leading it significantly. Like, you know, there's about 150 in it there per minute, and that all adds up. But TC getting caught out a few times by crits, and slightly on the mid fights, not really looking confident this time with Spardra. Maybe they didn't get just enough practice in. But obviously, he did an impressive job coming in at short notice, and TC were confident enough in him to play with him in an official after only like 2 maps or 1 map. Looking at the logs as well, Lippy seemed to get shut down. It was a little less effective than he appeared to be. The Badlands middles, at least. I think TC have got a lot of work to do when they come back and maybe review that demo and look at those process middles. But I think the CPLAY deserved to win.